About, I would say, 36 odd years ago or something like that, I was in Miluim. I was in reserve duty in the army and whatever, and we were sort of, an off time, and I had to be with this unit where they were, and I was a chovesh, kravi. I was a combat medic, so if something happened to someone, I was supposed to help them out. But otherwise, I didn't have to do anything specific. So I was learning. What was I doing? I was learning Tanakh. I was reading from a Tanakh. And this non-religious Chiloni soldier, also a miluimnik, a reserve soldier, he was in his 30s, I imagine, said to me, what are you learning? I said, what are you doing? Reading that? I said, I'm reading Tanakh, learning Tanakh. And he said, why learning Tanakh as opposed to something else? Interesting question. So I answered him. I said, I think it's very important, and it's part of of what every Jew must study. And I said, but I suspect that you're asking me for not just out of curiosity. I suspect that you're asking me because you've seen other kinds of Jews, perhaps when they've been studying off to the side or something, studying something other than Tanakh, perhaps Gemara. I'm not suggesting I don't learn Gemara, but I'm just saying that Tanakh is also something that needs to be studied. And I said, you should understand that many Jews, Torah Jews, are unable to relate to the Tanakh in a very meaningful way, because the Tanakh describes a reality, a time, a framework, a psychological reality also, not just a geographical reality, that is so far removed from what most Jews have experienced that is something very foreign to them and very far from what they're able to appreciate and internalize. And therefore, there has been a gradual distancing of the Jewish people from the Tanakh during the period of the Galut. That's what I said to this person, and I stand by that. That's what I think. That is the real reason why I said that in most yeshivot, and not just Haredi yeshivot, by the way, but particularly Haredi yeshivot, Tanakh is essentially ignored. It's not part of the curriculum, and it's just not on the menu. And this is the fundamental reason, because it is so far from the worldview, the conceptions of a Galuth mode Jew, that it's difficult to relate to. In other words, Jews are not the people who live in Eretz Yisrael. That's not the Jew that he knows. And Jews are not people who fight their enemies. And Jews do not have armies or kings or governments or what have you. So this book, the Tanakh, is full of things which are very foreign and strange to him. That's just the reality. Unless, of course, you begin to understand the Torah, or that is to say, Judaism, in a more correct and more wholesome and comprehensive manner, and then you will begin to view things very differently.